Yeah, hello everyone. I'm back with more Final Fantasy VII, and my name is Omega Zero.
I am Late Night CJ, aka Sweet Daddy, in the streets.
Okay, so at the end of the previous episode, we're given the choice on how we want to approach breaking into Shinra headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's two ways you can do it. You can bust in.
Right.
And if you do that, you will constantly You will set off the alarm, and you will be constantly attacked by enemies.
Right.
Or you can take the sneaky way in,
Right.
which does give you like funny dialogue for the characters because they keep complaining because they're running up 60 flights of stairs.
Right.
So you can do that, but I want to gain experience because I'm actually at this point in comparison.
So grinding.
In a way, because in comparison to my other profile, I'm actually only one level ahead. So we're gonna bust in, and we get another section of music playing. So I might be copyrighted for that, unfortunately.
Oh well, see, what can you do to not do that?
We're going to have to kind of like just constantly talk over this.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because like the last time that this happened, because I was quiet for such a long period of time, they were able to copyright that whole section. And then it's like, oh, great. So now I'm probably going to have to like split this into like one part where the music's playing and one part where it's not. And just like, alright, I'm going to have to like mute it or make it so quiet to the point where you can't hear it. Unfortunately, because that's how YouTube be at times. So, or I'm just going to have, we have to keep talking. In a sense, like, oh, we can't stop talking, so we kind of have to go through this. So this is like the quote-unquote only mandatory battle you can go through here, because I can just turn on cheats to where I can never counter an enemy. But I'm not going to do that. I'm really only going to turn on cheats to like show something off to the audience.
Right.
Where I was trying to show off like, oh, here's how Tifa's limit breaks work.
Right.
So when you go through this area and you announce that you're... Oh, frick. I think I messed that up. Yeah, I think I messed that up. Yep. I screwed that up because... Nope, here they are. If I wasn't attacked by enemies, because enemies have to read this for me and I can't show things off. So I got... Yeah, frick.
Oh, man, they shooting you.
Yeah, they're shooting.
You coming in there with a butter knife and they got... your butter knife is powerful.
Oh, I'm not using a knife, it's a giant sword, so...
Yeah, it looks like a cheese knife. Oh, let me see. You jumped her. I like it.
Shoot him back. Alright, so yeah. This is kind of just like a funny little thing. If you run towards the people in this area, they run away from you. Like, for example, here. I run towards them, they run away. And you can never catch up to them. It's just kind of something that's funny. You can chase them all around, and then they'll eventually, I believe, just run outside.
Right.
Yeah, look.
Like roaches.
Yeah, so that's just something you want to do for fun. Alright, so careful.
I got it.
Alright, so one thing I want to do is, there is a store inside this place, inside Shinra.
Quickie Mark?
In a sense. And you can talk to the people here. And they do get scared. And it's like, we don't want your money. This Avalanche this iteration of Avalanche.
They said,
I don't want your money.
I don't want your money. Avalanche ain't no pack of criminals.
We just want back what your boss stole from us.
We just want what your boss stole from us.
Okay, so yeah.
Why am I making him sound like an old man now?
You're making him sound like old school Jax when he was shooting the gun. Okay, did I equip the new... I think I didn't equip the new weapon for Cloud is the thing. Was there anything? No, I don't think so. Anyways, there is items in here, quote unquote, but you can't take them because the lady's in there. You can't open up. But we will come back here, and I believe we can open them. There is a commercial
What's in there?
I don't know. The crates are back here, but I don't know how you open them. Like, I believe you can only get them on the way later return back. Now, there is a commercial for a product in-game.
Right.
I'll show it off. Just for, like, content's sake.
That's their commercial?
It's their commercial, and it's supposed to be showing off a car. I don't know if this car would. I don't know. It's probably just random lingo that they threw in the background because I have no idea what it is, and it's often too short of a scene to show us. And the fact that what was it? They play kind of depressing and sinister music.
Really?
Yeah, we obviously can't hear it because whenever we record off this microphone is much more powerful.
Absolutely.
Than our previous one, because Late Night CJ is like essentially across the room.
I'm chilling. I got my feet up and I'm behind my feet. Well, that sounded pretty lame, but you get what I'm saying. It's some distance.
There's some distance from him and the mic, and it's much more powerful. And since my mic is right below my TV, well, you see, like I can't play the audio for this. Because then it would just double over unless I mute the gameplay audio, and then you hear the audio from that. But
man, what would be the point at that point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I lowered the volume on this anyways because the volume is like way too loud for game. Like I lowered it to a point where you can barely hear me.
Right.
Well, you can barely hear the game because that's how loud it is. Anyways, we go up to the 3rd floor, and I was about to say, did it freeze? No.
You did for a second?
Yeah, because it was like loading a transition scene. So with this, we take the elevator, and this could take longer than necessary.
Right.
Because, well, you're about to see, you're about to see in a bit.
Okay. What am I about to see? I guess I'll see.
You'll see is the thing. Because I believe alright, there we go. Essentially, they took on an alarm, and the floor is taking like quote unquote randomized.
Right.
So you have to stop the elevator at a certain point, so it can take, I believe, any number of tries. So I believe you by default get like a few battles, or you could get very, very lucky. I haven't seen anyone do it where they have like maybe like no fights at all. So you fight these giant mechs, technically, but since they're robot enemies, they take additional damage, I believe, to electric-based attacks.
Right.
Whereas clouds, yeah, then the armor breaks off and they become much more quick. But their defense, they have like so little health at that point that it doesn't matter. Like a basic attack from any of the enemies will just defeat them outright.
Right.
Like watch, the armor will break away.
Oh. And he's like, nah, why you gonna do me like that, sir? Why you gonna do me like that?
I believe their evasion goes up though. I'm not entirely sure. So again, this sequence can be short or it can be long. I could just turn on God mode to just blaze through it, but I'm not going to do that.
Put it on God mode. That always like trips me out when you say that.
Because that's what it is. It is. Well, let me.
Is that something that you came up with, or?
It's a term that's been around forever. Is the thing.
Okay.
I can turn it on if I want to. I don't have to turn it on. And if I'm being honest, it's not technically like God mode because if your character takes more damage than they have health, then they lose. Like you can't revive them.
Right.
You have to revive them. Like they won't just like I'm at 0. Oh, now I'm at full health again. They won't do that. Like they will actually like be knocked out.
There's a little bit of regression to it.
Yeah, so like say if I was like level 1 going against like a level 50 enemy.
Right.
If the level 50 enemy knocks me out in one hit, even if I have God mode on, I'm still gonna be knocked out.
Right.
And then game over. So on and so forth. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what it's a jump.
Oh yeah. Bam! Oh! Tablet!
Okay, so
I'm here for it.
Yeah, most of these enemies though have pretty low health. Or it could be because I'm stacking each character with materia that they're just gaining more magic damage.
Right.
So maybe that's why they're just doing so good. So we've had 3 attacks so far.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 4th one because we're supposed to reach the 59th floor?
Right.
I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I didn't. You get like a lot of like random enemies, so I'm just going to do...
Oh! He hit you with the gavel.
Ah, frig, I messed up.
Uh-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Hey,
the thing is, like, there is a mechanic to how Tifa's limit break works.
Right.
She has slot reels, and they have 3 different options. They have hit, yeah, and miss. Hit just does normal damage. Yeah does, I believe, either 1.5 or 2 times damage.
Right.
And miss obviously means like that version of the attack won't go through.
Okay.
So if I go all the way, it's like, oh, I get 3 yeahs and I'm doing a lot of damage. Oh, never mind. No, 59th floor. Yeah, I was right. So now we go to, I believe this is a technical boss battle.
Right.
I believe if you go up the back way, you come up here. The one where you run up the 60 floors.
Who's the boss?
These enemies.
Okay, let's see.
It's not really even a boss battle. I would consider it like more of a mini boss.
This is my.
I would
this
consider
my
this
era.
more of a like a mini boss, if anything else. Not items. I want to use bolt. And magic in this game is very obviously named in comparison to like some other games. Where some other games will have some weird names for magic. This one's pretty straightforward with it. Well, bolt, lightning, ice, fire, fire.
There it is.
The only one that's technically like quote unquote like strangely named is flare, which you would think is fire based, but I think in the game it's neutral. But we don't unlock that magic till like way later in the game, so it doesn't really matter. Well, if you want to grind out everything, but I already did that for one account, and I'm not going to do it here because that'd be boring. And if I had to do it, grind it out, I would have to either stream it to show like, oh hey, I actually did it without God mode and cheats, because if I didn't do that, people are like, oh, what if you turn God mode on just during the grinding session? There's only one character I would kind of have to do that for, and that's because she's a healer, not a damage dealer.
And that is Tifa.
No. Tifa is a damage dealer. Pretty much everyone... Canon is a damage dealer. Someone's a bit more... I don't know their exact stats, if I'm being honest. Because characters have, like, higher speed, dexterity, strength, obviously. But the only one character you could pretty much say is a dedicated healer is Aerith, because she's the one who has, like, all the healing limits. And
She's a nurturer.
Kinda. I think they made her a bit more... I haven't say in the remakes, I haven't played them. I want to get the remake, and I might just buy PS4 for that reason, so I can get it right away. But then again, it's only like a month away on Xbox, but I'm also running out of space on Xbox.
Could've got a terabyte.
I was looking for it earlier. It's just like Walmart charges outrageous prices for them, which they do because like, oh, for a terabyte space, oh, like $500.
Right.
Whereas placed the store that fell down and came back up, that store they sell them relatively on like the affordable side, but like they have one that's for 500 terabytes and one for 1 terabyte.
500 terabytes?
Correction, 500 gigabytes.
I'm about to say, gee.
1 terabyte and 500 gigabytes.
I like terabytes.
The terabyte one costs $289, but I can't buy it because it's not available. And the other one, I believe 500 is $279. So I can go out and buy it for my birthday, like birthday gift to me, or not. And then I probably have to buy one game, and then like access the other games that I bought on my brother's PS4, and put it like, all right, here's my 3 or 4 games that I have. This is taking surprisingly a long amount of time. Oh, that's probably because I have to talk to them. Yeah, it was taking so long.
Like, you gonna do something? You just gonna keep riding in the elevator going out the there?
I thought it was supposed to be at a point like, oh, here we go. And I'm like, no, I was wrong. It was like, oh, we had to talk to them. So that one's on me.
Yeah. Your bad.
My bad. Okay, so I believe we have to. Okay, so what you have to do is that this is technically now a stealth section.
Right.
Because you see the enemies on the top right, the ones that are moving back and forth in red. So what you have to do is that you are going to have to time yourself to where you don't get caught by them. Now you can do this and purposely get yourself caught to like grind out levels if you want to. I'm not going to do that because this is an interest of content and time.
Definitely of time.
So now you kind of have to signal the others and you press A to do it. So you just press A and it's pretty immediate. So like you just want to have doing what like they're in the walking animation and then they'll come and join you and you do that for each of the characters. And you do have to do this twice. Just press A and bam. And then you're gonna have to do it again for this next section, except they're moving slightly faster where they like quote unquote run.
Right.
And you just have to be careful. There's really no difficulty to it. In my opinion, as someone who's played this game a few times. And I screwed up.
That quick, huh?
Oh, okay. This is the first. And you can't run away when you're... I was wrong, I suppose, but that's because I also went and got myself caught. So if you get hit from behind, you take more damage. If you hit someone else from behind, they take more damage.
Right.
So on and so forth. It's not that difficult to explain.
You about to fight the dude on rollerblades.
And now you want to go back and attack this guy. Because I screwed up and got caught. This is the first time that's happened. It only happens when I'm playing the game and showing it off. Who knew?
Nah, don't blame that on me.
I didn't blame it on you.
Take this L.
I said when I'm trying to show it off. Okay? And you get attacked from both sides, so... I'm not sure if it takes both of them or not. It really doesn't matter in this case because it just provides me with more chance. Oh, great. Now I'm upset because now it resets you completely.
Wow.
I did not know that. I thought... Oh, never mind. They must have changed it. Because I thought it was supposed to just... So you do have to do this without screwing up. Alright. My bad. I didn't know this.
Get it done. Get it done.
Yep.
Set it off.
Fortunately, that's how it be at times.
See, because I like playing games where I kill people. So this would be right up my alley.
Here's the thing. I think if you do it enough times to where like all the guards are just dead because you killed them, that'd be enough. Like for grinding, sure, it's good, but like for showcase purposes, it's kind of bad. And since I'm showing this off and I have class at 5:30.
Oh, you do?
At 5:30, it's not even really that close to time for me to go to class. Whereas with this one, I'm like, oh, okay. I have to be careful. So hopefully I don't screw this up.
Yeah. Oh. You're like, hurry up.
Yep. There we go. We did it. Yay.
Okay. Now it's time for us to go get some meat.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You know, that was perfect. That's how you
Okay, so now we're in this area. So we won't be attacked, I believe so. I do believe, unfortunately, like we have to talk to certain people.
Like who?
The 60th floor, you have to go further and further up in the floors. But since the floors require a special key card in order to get up here, since you have to like
key card.
You have to talk to certain people to get the key card. And the thing is, oh, there you go. You talk to this guy, he's like, oh, you have to like quote unquote be quiet. It's like, oh, you must be part of this division. So here you go. Here's the key card to go to the 62nd floor. And then this one's a puzzle, and I don't want to solve it right away.
Why?
Because it does take time. Because you have to go into each. The puzzle is you have to go into each of these rooms, and you're gonna have to find out which book doesn't belong in each of the rooms.
Yeah, and due to the time constraints.
Due to the kind of time constraints, I might just pay the dude, or if I like, here, tell me what it is. Deputy Mayor. Let's talk to the mayor.
Talk to the mirror. Aren't you the man in the mirror? You talking to yourself?
The mayor.
Oh, I just said mirror.
No.
I'm like,
This guy is
job is watching over Shinra's documents.
He's only mayor in name. He's a librarian in a sense. So here's the thing. You have to figure out the key card. You have to figure out the word that's wrong.
mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. So you're gonna look at each of these, like title plaques outside the rooms, and then you have to go inside the rooms and find out which one does not belong in that room. So
Right.
if this one says urban development, and say you find something on science, you would have to pick out that one. So I need pen and paper.
Come on, write it down.
Write it down. So this one, we had our action. Now it's time to use your head, unfortunately. People don't like using their brains a lot nowadays. Ah, frig, I might have pulled my thing out. Friggin' A.
What?
Remember how I said my little piece for my DS fell out?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to find that because I'm pretty sure I just pulled it off.
Oh, stop the press.
Yep, so that sucks. Okay, so for this one, peace preservation, weapon development research.
Say what?
Okay, plans for new land weapons, materia production, and its military uses. So all these that relate to like military talk, you would have to. Alright, like these are good. Heidegger's peacekeeping laws. Breakdown of soldier members by class. That's still related to their military because soldiers like their personal military, Turks are like their spies.
Right.
Mako energy and the rise in life forms. This has nothing to do with the weapons.
Oh, there it is. One of these kids is doing his own thing.
Okay, so you know how you see a number in the front. So you would take that number and apply it to each of the letters in the name. So since this is 2, and the second letter in the thing is A,
Yeah.
A is the letter we have. So we found our letter, and there you have to think. This one is by space development. So this might be just a longer episode because of what we have.
Right.
Diminishing Mako energy and planet movements.
Oh.
Modern history of space program, not it.
Yeah.
Results of failed space mission.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely it. New plans for urban planning. That has nothing to do with space.
No, it does not.
So this one's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's an O.
And O.
Yep, that's an O. So we have A and O right now. Yeah, this one's kind of long and I don't like it for that reason.
Why?
It's because it kind of kills the pacing of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you got to figure out this puzzle. Like, yeah, I know I expect puzzles in a JRPG. But this one's like particularly long, I guess.
Right.
So this one, I believe, was scientific research. Yeah, scientific research, which has nothing to do with science. Data on experimental animals, that has to do with science. Mako weaponry, we'll save that. Ancients in history. Dr. Gast, that's evolution. Mako, so it's probably the ancients in history is what I'm assuming it is. And we're going to see by like the letters we're given if the words are, with the words we can make. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, H. H. Ancients in history.
Okay.
So we have H, A, and O. I might be wrong on this, because and this one I believe is urban development. Yep. So we had to just like look at the weird ones. Problems with plates, Midgard, reactor construction, city maps, modern history of the Midgard space program. That has nothing to do with urban development.
Well,
modern history of space.
You're right.
Yeah, space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I messed up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have M, A, O, and H. I probably messed up somewhere because I don't think there's a word that's like that. I want to say that it's most likely home.
What was it again?
A, O, H, and M. We have to make a word from that.
O, H, M, N.
No, there's only 4.
So H, O,
A, N. A, M.
H, O, A, M.
Plan for new land weapons.
H, O,
I could be wrong on this. Mako energy and the rise in life forms. Well, no, because Mako energy and the rise of reports. It could be that has to do. That doesn't really have anything to do with military. So A is okay. So let's go to what O was. Since this was the space program one.
Right.
So it's maybe I can infer results of failed space mission. Alright, that has to do with space. Urban planning. No. Okay, so that has to do with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. So urban planning has nothing to do with space. Unless I'm reading it wrong and I eventually became blind and can no longer play games. That would suck for me. Okay, so scientific research. I got H from this.
Right.
Animals, experimental animals, Mako weaponry. Mako, I don't care.
Said not at this point.
Not at this point. So if I wanted to say 4, it would be K, but I can't. I feel like the Mako energy being experimental in science, how do you use it in weaponry? That's experimental. It's science related. Ancients. Ancients are ancient beings. I don't think they would have anything on ancient in science. Dr. Gas, doctor, that already kind of disproves it. Evolution, science. In living beings, science. So this one has to be the ancients. I guess I counted wrong.
I told you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So H. So, and then M. So I can probably infer, the word is, because, he gives us a set of words to choose from. It could be home.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking it could be. I could be wrong.
It definitely could.
Reactor construction, Midgard city map, modern history of the space program. I'm going to count this again because I could be wrong. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nope, it's M. So, in the event of saving time, I'm just going to go in there and pick, and I could be wrong. Because I really don't care. Or I could pay this guy.
Pay him what? How much?
Maybe I can help you. What do you want to know? Help.
Need a little help there, sir.
For 500 gil. So essentially I have to pay him. Yeah, screw it. Pay him.
Pay him a little sum, send him on his way.
Me personally, I would have paid him in chips.
He didn't even give me help. He already gave me information I knew already.
Boom, 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 bam.
Okay, so I have A, O, H, and M.
A, O, H. Yeah.
I think the password's supposed to be different every single time is the thing. O, H, M.
O, H, M. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's the thing. Hold on, wait a second. Jesus. Oh gosh, he was wigging out for a second there. So, unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to cut it here, because I'll just figure out between episodes and show you next time.
And then come back with a whole new setup.
And a whole new setup. Alright, so I'm Omega Zero.
I am Late Night CJ, a.k.a. Sweet Daddy in the streets.
And we'll catch you guys later. Bye, puzzles.